You know, people have been calling me like schizophrenic all this time, saying I'm crazy. And usually I would wish that wasn't the case. Like I would wish or whatever. I would like never believed it, but this is like the first time ever. You know, people have been calling me mentally ill my whole life, and for the first time ever, I hope they're right. People have been calling me schizophrenic, crazy, like my whole life. And I never cared. But for the first time ever, I wish I was. It's like the first time ever. I would hope that I am schizophrenic. I would hope that I am crazy. I would hope that there was something wrong with me, that this is wrong. This is not true. You know, the morning before Israel hit Iran, I got on here and I was like, I have the worst feeling about Israel. And I was getting all this information about who and what Israel really is. And then they hit Iran, but I didn't even realize it until like 2 days later. And I was like, wait a second, did I say something before they hit Iran or after they hit Iran? So I had to go back and I had to look at the timestamp, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I said that before they hit Iran. I know, it's nuts. I know the crickets. I live in the country. So, I was just like spending time in the spirit. Like, I've never been able to in this way. Like that movie, Wings of Desire. There's like an angel that looks after this woman. Like, he comes back down to earth and he looks after this woman because he loves her. It's like from 1987, Wings of Desire. And she starts to like feel him there. So it was like, just like in the movie, like I never really connected with James Casbolt on this level, even though that was my boyfriend for several months, and I was like the researcher of James Casbolt since 2018. I never thought I would meet him. I never thought I would talk to him. I talked to Michael Prince, that's, who he is like in the spirit. But the beginning of 2023, he started to reach out like somewhat anonymously. And then he started reaching out like normally. It was like the first time I ever talked to him on the phone. I'm like, this is so surreal. I was like, because you were never supposed to be able to talk to anyone in the United States because he had a gag order. And the gag order had run up. So legally we could speak. And it was so surreal. And then like getting into a relationship, intimate relationship, I found like he was so deeply troubled. Deeply, deeply troubled. And I asked him one time, I was like, does does anyone know you like this? I mean, does anyone see this side of you? He said, no. No one sees this side of me. You're the only one. It's like for the first time ever, I wish I was like mentally ill. For the first time ever, I wish this was schizophrenia. But I've never been schizophrenic. I've never had mental health problems. I foresee a lot of stuff coming and then it happens. And then just tonight, it was like he finally like broke out of his shell and he was just like I was like he was so present. It was like I could touch him. And I said out loud, it's almost like I could touch you. You're like right here. It's almost like I could touch you. And I don't know exactly how it happened, but then I was taken by surprise. Maybe he died, or maybe he's going to die. I don't know. Maybe he just fucking died, dude. But wouldn't that make sense? I mean, like, wouldn't that make sense? It's weird, like, foreshadowing, too, because, like, when I, like, made my trip to go out to Cornwall, he was, like, going through something that was so heavy, and it was so bad, and he's, like, they're, like, some other supernatural thing. He's, like, they're trying to shut down my organs. Like, they made him so sick, which he said that they did in prison. He was like, they did the same shit in prison. They tried to kill him. They tried to like shut down his organs. And he was really not well for like a while. And we were joking and we were laughing. And I was like, am I just going out to Cornwall to go to your funeral, but it was a joke. But maybe it was foreshadowing. Why can't he call you? Well, he just like checked my messages for the first time in like a month. And he reached out like one time a couple weeks ago. I think he's dead. It's like for the first time ever, like I hope that I'm schizophrenic. I hope that like I'm crazy this time. I think he died. I've never been wrong about anything though. But for the first time ever, I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. I think it makes perfect sense. And it's interesting how we were joking about this. We were joking about this. I'm just gonna go out there to go to your funeral. It was like they were trying to kill him back in like December, and we were joking, and I was like, no, you need to stay alive. Like, I'm just gonna go out there to go to your funeral, and it was just a joke. But maybe it was like foreshadowing. And silly me, well, not silly me, but it was like, he was just here. I was like, it's like I could touch you. It was like he was just here. I'm like, it's like I could reach out and touch you. And I don't know how it happened, actually. Like, I don't know how the transition happened, but I was just like laid down to go to sleep. And then it was weird how like the presence of James Casbolt was like right there. And I'm like, it's like as if I can reach out and touch you. And then it was like immediately following the fact that maybe the reason why I could just reach out and touch you is because you fucking died. And then when the thought hit me, then I started crying like a maniac. Like you would when you just find out someone died. And I was like, no, no, no. But it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Like, you know, like, no, in this world, like, no, he was not going to ever come back and live again. Like, people don't get to do that in this world. They don't. That's not the way it goes. Men usually live their legacy and then they die. And then they die. No, they don't ever come back and just like live again. That's, historically, like, no, that's not the way it goes. Like, no, James Casbolt was not gonna just freaking turn around and just like start living again. Live again, start new. Like, no, that's not the way it goes in this world. I wonder how long this has been going on. I mean, it was going on back in December. It was going on. He was like, these people are like trying to fucking kill me. It's like, he would just check out and like, you know, like communicate like as much as he could, but he's like, these people are trying to fucking shut my organs down and kill me. And I always just thought, like, oh, you're so strong, you're always gonna come around. You know, just like the way you look at, like, can you imagine, like, your father or your grandfather that you love and look up to so much that are just, like, untouchable? And you're like, no, nothing could ever touch them. Like, they're immortal. Like, nothing could ever touch them. But they do. I mean, my grandfather was like that. It was like, no, nothing could ever take grandpa out. He's untouchable. He's immortal. You know, he's such a amazing man that it's like, no, nothing could ever take grandpa out. But then like cancer took him out, you know? And it was like it was weird. It was weird to see him. It was weird to see him die, you know, because it's like these men you look up to your whole life and you're like nothing can ever touch them. They're so amazing. You know, like I'm gonna die. Like when my father dies, like I'm gonna die, dude. Like my biological dad, I'm like if he dies, dude, I'm dead. Dude, I'm dead. I'm dead. Because you just look up to these men like nothing could ever take them out. They're so powerful. They're so precious. They're so important. You're like, nothing could ever take them out. But you watch them die. And it's weird. I think James Casbolt died. For real. I've like never been wrong about anything. And for the first time ever, I just hope I'm wrong. I hope people have been calling me schizophrenic my entire life. I hope for the first time ever I'm wrong, but I think he just died. But he did tell me in because he was Luciferian. He did tell me that Luciferians believe that life comes out of death. So it's like life comes out of death, you know? It's like I've been sort of depressed over the state of men in the world. I'm super depressed about it. It's like, what is wrong with men? Why are they the way that they are? It's like they're dead. You know what I mean? It's like the men in the world are like dead. You know, I'm 35. It's like our age group. It's like the men in the world are dead. And James taught me through Luciferian beliefs. He was like, well, death brings life. So he was with me all throughout the death of the dog. And, you know, we were going through all the spiritual implications of someone killing my dog. And he was like, well, Luciferians believe that life comes out of death. So that's why they, you know, celebrate death. Because Luciferians believe that life comes out of death. So, you know, it's like at the same time, the spirit was like, but life is going to come out of this. Life is. I don't know, does it make it easier? Yeah, it probably does, like within time. I don't know, just like, the last message I sent was, where are you? Where are you? Maybe I'll check it. Like, are you, it's like, I'm thinking, where are you? Like, I'm asking, like, where are you? Are you, like, here on Earth? Or are you, like, all in outer space? Because, you know, a lot of the time he was, like, disembodied. He was, like, not even here. So I was like, where are you? Why did I say that? That's such a weird thing to say. That's such a weird thing to ask a person. Where are you? That's such a weird like, and I literally meant, like, where are you? Are you here or are you there? Like, where are you? That's such a weird thing to ask a person, but like my instinct was like, where are you? I think he died. And I think we're gonna find out. And I hate it. And I hate it so much. But it like brings me to the only like super soldier memory that I have with James Casbolt is we were like stuck somewhere underground and he like led me to the surface and we like got to the surface and he was like, listen, I lied to you. I'm gonna go back, but you have to continue on. And I cried and I cried. I didn't have time to cry. That was the thing. Like, I didn't even have time to cry. He was like, listen, I only got you to this place. To leave you, I have to go back, but you have to continue on. And he lied basically to get me to that place. And then he was like, I didn't even have time to cry, right? Because like the timing was so detriment. He was like, you have to go now and I have to leave. The whole time through this memory, it was like, I'm thinking, because the only way he would have gotten me to the surface was if I thought that he was coming with me. So he led me to the surface, basically lying the whole time. Like, only to tell me the whole plan was I was going to go back, but you have to continue on. And I had virtually no time to even like cry. Like, I was like, I didn't even have time to be sad about it. And you know, these memories, these like super soldier memories, these are like outside of space and time, right? Like, was that in was that in the past? Was that in the future? These memories are outside of time. He was like, listen, I led you here just to get you here, and then I need to go back. And I was so sad. This is like my one super soldier memory with James Casbolt was this escaping this realm, and like he led me to the exit. The whole time I thought he was coming with me. And then when we get to the exit, he's like, I was never coming with you, but you have to go. And I have to stay. I had no time at all. I had no time to even grieve. We had very little time. It was like I had to just say goodbye. So it's very interesting. I think he died. You know, it's weird because it was like you kind of hoped that like Haley would have died. You know what I mean? Like you kind of hoped that like Hank would have died, not him. But it just goes to show. I don't know though. You know, at the same time, it was like he did teach me like life comes out of death. So this is going to be better in a sense because life comes out of death. Like I'm preaching, I'm so just depressed with the state of men in the world. What's it gonna take? You know, like, how are they gonna change? How are they gonna wake up? I don't know. I'm gonna wrap this up, but for the first time ever, I hope that I'm schizophrenic. I hope that I'm mentally ill. I haven't been wrong about anything, which sucks because for the first time ever, I'm just I'm just crying because I haven't been wrong about anything in the past. And it's like for the first time ever. I'll get over it. I will. It'll be okay. It will be okay. It will be okay. For the first time ever, I wish I was wrong. But I've never been wrong about any of this shit. I think he died today. And like I could say, oh, I wish he said goodbye. Like, oh, I wish he said goodbye in the form of like a text or a phone call. But it didn't come in the form of that. Like for the first time ever. Like he was like right here. I just felt like I could just reach out and touch him. It was like the weirdest thing. And I thought this was like, oh, he's finally like coming into his own. He's right here. I could just reach out and touch him. And then it dawned on me that the reason why I feel that way is because he fucking died. So, fucking A, do I? I've never wished to be like mentally ill, but for the first time ever, like I hope I'm actually mentally ill. I've never been wrong about this shit, but for the first time ever, I hope I'm wrong. Fuck. Alright. Check you later. Have a good night. We'll reconvene tomorrow.